Hello, anyone, everyone, and no one. My name is SlackLizard, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. And today on Truly Bedrock, we're going to be building all this thing that you see right here. Well, not that you see all the way back there behind my head, but all this right here. We're going to be building ourselves a goat farm, and I absolutely love this thing. I've been AFKing at this thing for like 3 days now. It is just putting out an astronomical amount of goat. Astronomical amount. And as a matter of fact, if you would like a tutorial on how to do this, I'm just saying, last week's farm of the week, top right hand corner, go check it out. But that being that, let's get into today's episode on Truly Bedrock. So first things first, before we can even get to building the goat farm that you just seen there, we need a few things. We need a few things, and mainly we're gonna need some frostwalker. We're gonna need some frostwalker because all the boots that I have on me at this moment in time are nothing but depth strider, and that is not gonna help us in the situation at hand. So first thought here is we're going to need to make some boots, and if I grab this, and we go ahead and grab this, and we enchant that up there, projectile protection. That is totally not what I needed. Let's try this one more time. Projectile protection, feather falling, and unbreaking. I mean, yeah, that's kind of nice, but it's not what we're looking for. Let's grindstone that off one more time. And protection. Really? I swear the enchanting table has just gotten worse over the years. Projectile protection. No, not what we need. Not what we need. So let's grind that off. Let's try that one more time. Feather. Now, of course, we need levels. And I feel like you know what? Let's go to the Guardian farm. Let's get some levels. Oh, okay, of course. I just log in and get started, and things are gonna restart because that's how my life works. Right. Let's get some levels and let's do some enchanting. So I'm not gonna come out here and say that we've been at the Guardian farm for a while. Then we went back, did some enchanting, went back, got more experience, and I've come to hi. There's a barrel there. Learn something. Did you know that Frostwalker is not something you can get off the enchanting table? I distinctly remember getting Frostwalker off the enchanting table in the past. But apparently I'm remembering things wrong. So we're going to run over to Jade's place and see if she has any villagers with Frostwalker, because I've checked all my stuff and we have absolutely nothing. Well, Jade's place was a complete bust. 100% complete bust. And I even sent her a message asking if she had anything in reserve that I didn't know about or could see, and she said negative. But she did remind me that JC was selling stuff at the beginning of this season, and she said that she was selling stuff over here, right here. As a matter of fact, we got enchanted books because apparently she was running a fishing shop, which I didn't even know was here. And if I did, I've totally forgot since then. Okay. But we're going to hope that there is a book in here with Frostwalker, or else our day is going to get really, really long and repetitive and boring with us taking fire damage non-stop. How Frost right there. Good. We're going to take that, and can we go ahead and get all the other stuff that we need to? You know what? We should have the rest of that back at base. Let's run back over there and actually, get some boots with Frostwalker now so that we don't take magma damage non-stop while we're doing things today. So first things first, thank you for not having no Frostwalker book for me. We need to see what we got here. Jesus Christ, those are some pretty nice books that are just laying over here doing absolutely nothing. Right, I knew we had all kinds of mending ones down here, and that's perfectly fine. I see nothing in the way of boots. We might need to do something with this one day. That was the first diamond pick we had of the season, and it's been sitting here all season inside this little cobble house, and I've done absolutely nothing with it. I think maybe we should come up with some kind of build to memorialize it. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe we do. I know a lot of y'all have probably seen it, because I know I've seen it out there. There's this picture that's been out there for years of a hand or something coming out of the ground holding a pickaxe up in the air. Maybe we should build an island up there. We should put that fountain pickaxe statue there, and we should actually put that one on it in the display case. I don't know. Hey, I'm busy here. I'm talking to the people. Go away. Right. Anyways, so let me know down below if we should do that. I think it's something that we could potentially do, and it could be very, very interesting. I mean, it's the first diamond pick. But that being that, we also need a few other books as well. And I would really like for these things to have fire protection on them. Am I completely out of lapis? My day's just getting better and better, isn't it? Just getting better and better. And a few enchants later, we now have ourselves some nice boots here. Fire protection, feather falling, frostwalker, soul speed, unbreaking, and mending. And we're going to call these hot feet just because, well, they're not going to be very hot while we're in there dealing with everything that needs to be dealt with. So now we can take off our old ones and we can store them inside of our ender chest. And now we just need a few other things. Now I've done gathered up a metric ton of magma. We've done got the perimeter dug out. We need glass. We need glass. So let's get to smelting down some glass. Well, that took a lot longer than I expected. A whole lot longer than I expected. We've really got to get a better smelter coming up here soon. Oh dear God, now I got all this in my inventory. Right, let's get this. Let's get the rest of the stuff that we need for this build. And then let's jump into the nether. Now at this point, I've got all the materials that I pretty much need to build this farm, with the exception of adding in a few more. As you can see here, I was wanting to build a global mob switch on the server. I really wanted to do that, but the more I thought about that, the more I figured that's something I should probably talk to the rest of the server mates about before I did it. That being that, a local mob switch, aka just enough to hold the density to shut off spawns, would be great. And also, if I wanted to record this as a time lapse, I kind of need my camera account, so he couldn't be out there loading a global mob switch, which I would love to do, but it's just not viable or realistic at this point in time. Maybe later for when we go to build more on that, but that's a later project. So at this point, we now have 16 mobs in here. If I were to go up this scaffolding right here and we would do a quick count, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, which is great. As long as we're standing inside this chunk, we should get no other mobs spawning around here aside from striders, which fall into a different type of cap. We're worried about the hostile mobs. But because I'm going to build this and I want to do this in the form of a time lapse, if I skirt all the way over here onto the edge, aka the camera account standing all the way over here, there is the chance that I'm going to get stuff spawning on the edge. Maybe that reaches out a lot further than I thought. Because at this point in time, I'm seeing absolutely nothing going on over here. I mean, I've got some more boats and I've got some more chest plates to try to throw on some mobs just in case anything spawns, but this is surprisingly working well. Okay, so let's go over here to the edge of this. Let's land up here. Anything else going on around here? Because I don't want to be, you know, building this thing and having gas blast my face. That just does not sound fun at all. But, I mean, really, if we don't go much further away from that than what we are now, it doesn't look like we're going to have much of an issue. Let's go over here to this side. Now, of course, I'm not going to be over here this far. There's no reason for me to be over here this far. But at this point, am I still loading that? Okay, so we got some guys here. So the whole idea behind this is if you're going to be going and doing this for yourself, you know, and you just don't want to have to be worrying about mobs spawning trying to eat your face, we're going to throw this at this guy. Here, you want to wear that? Nice. He's wore that. And if we just give you a boat, he's now persistent. He is not going anywhere. He will stay there until we kill him, or unless he's on a chunk border, and then he has that chance to randomly despawn. This guy over here is too far away. I'm not worried about super squishies at this moment in time. This is looking a lot better than I thought. Hey, how are y'all doing over there? There's no reason I'm ever going to be over this far while I'm building that farm. Hi, bye. Nope, don't want to deal with that. I think maybe at this point we're good to go. I think maybe at this point we're pretty much good to go. We're going to do a little bit more looking around here, and if we don't see nothing that screams, hey, this is a problem, like Groova falling from a high place, then we're going to cut straight into the time lapse. Let's get to building this thing then. I think at this point we now have a operational goat farm. I'd say it's operational except for the fact that we still got a ton of guys and boats down there. But if we actually come up this staircase here, which we just added in, this is going to connect all the way up over here to where our AFK box is. Now, of course, I need to run back to base because there's a few other things that we need for all of this. Mainly, we don't have our filter items in wherever they're at. One of these hoppers here. No, not that one. That one up there. We've got our, more sorting things blocks, but we don't have our filter items in. And of course, we still need to remove the boats down here, which I really want to hold off on that till I get everything in. And as a matter of fact, I really love that we've just kind of taken over this whole corner of the nether over here and doing our own thing with it. We got our tunnel coming out there. We got our tunnel that's going up to the goat farm here. I'm thinking that we're going to do a few more things in this area as well. We might clear out some of this. And of course, we're going to connect this tunnel up all the way to the mining mesa as well. But I guess if that's the case, then next thing on the list is to try to get this a little bit more, I wouldn't say operational. I'd say it's pretty much there with the exception of killing those guys off. We need to get a secure AFK room, and we need a universal on-off switch for the trident killers because right now they're all in, but they're all tied to a singular lever. So I'm thinking we can get a redstone repeater going into these pistons here on each side, bring this over here, connect it to a redstone signal going all the way down there. Our crafting table is our marker block for where our AFK spot is at this moment in time. So we get that hooked up. We get this room a little bit more secured down here. We get these boxes picked up, and I guess we're about ready to give this thing a test. What do you say? Should we get to that point? And I think that right there is a pretty good start to all of this. Of course, we've got a long ways to go yet. This project has started to consume a lot of my life here. This was supposed to be just a simple shut up phone goat farm. That's what it was supposed to be. Just a simple shut up phone goat farm. And it's now expanded to something else. But hi, Mr. AFK Lizard. You just keep sitting there because you were recording that nice little time lapse there. If we actually kick this over to RTX, it's got a really nice glow. I'm really torn on the sea lanterns. Out of RTX, I'm not that impressed by them. And I feel like there's a lot of lost depth there with them being there. Maybe we need to cover those. As a matter of fact, if we come over here and I grab this and I grab this, can we just come up here and add this in here potentially? But I hear family doing weird things on the other side of the house. When is that not a normal thing around here, right? All right, so if we put all of this right across there, that kind of helps, but what does that do for RTX? Okay, yes, okay, I'm sold on that. That will work. So we need to finish getting all of this in, and then of course on the outside of this, it's just going to be a lot of buttons. Like all of this here, we've put buttons on all of this to spawn-proof this, and we're going to do the same thing over there. So I think that's what's next on the list, is to continue to finish up this room, get this all sorted and spawn-proofed, and we still need our on-off switch for the farm, which we haven't got in yet. And I'm also thinking that we get a piglin up here. I'm pretty sure we've got a couple down here. Matter of fact, let's take a look here. Are any of you all actually the kind that we can trade with? You are, and you are. Good. I mean, we do have the barter farm that's all the way over there by our portal. But when we go to get all this ready, we can eliminate all of these guys here. And we can take those three up there and move them up there. It might mess with our cap a little bit. And that was an unintended side effect from the bottom of this farm when I was actually putting that stone in. That's going to go because that's triggering me. No, you know what? I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there, right? And look, even that piece of glass, we're going to leave that right there. That doesn't trigger anybody out there, does it? I mean, that being that way and that being that way doesn't bother you, right? Jock, you don't mind that piece of glass out there, right? I got a friend who has serious OCD issues, and that's going to really trigger him. Just saying. You know, hashtag leave it if you want me to leave it. Hashtag remove it if you want me to remove it down in the comments. But that being that, let's get the rest of this situated out. Let's get the piglin trading area set up, and let's get all that spawn proofed. You know, at this point, I feel like I'm procrastinating. We've got this beautiful room designed here, and I absolutely love it. We've got our nice AFK box, which is absolutely great. We've got all the stuff in for storage. We've even got some fuel in the smelters. Not a lot. We got a little bit of stuff over here that needs to be cleaned up at the end of the day, but I feel like we're legitimately just procrastinating at this point, because at this point, the only thing keeping this farm from running is ourselves. We got an on and off switch. We've even went so far, if we come out here and take flight and ignore the gas that's probably going to shoot at us, we've even spawn proofed down here. So once we eliminate all of these guys here, this thing should be operational. So I feel like this is a dangerous point we're about to embark upon, but let's start killing off some of these guys, and we should hopefully not get things spawning in our face, because now it's do or die with this farm. I mean, at this point, it's literally do or die. Go away. Bad squishies. Nobody likes squishies. Go away. Get out of here. We'll just eliminate all these guys. Go away. Come on. You know you want some sword. Yep, you want some sword too. Yep, you do too. Yep, or you can just jump into the boat. Yep, okay. We'll break the boat. Oh, no, I don't need to break the boat. I didn't think about that guy. Right, well, let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of this guy. All these guys are just super happy with me at this moment in time. Did we have another? Well, we're definitely getting spawns. Look at that. We're definitely getting spawns. Now, hopefully, when we go up top, all of these guys are going to despawn. And at that point, the goat farm should become active. I think we're going to have to use a little bit of a cheaty pack to make sure that this happens. So let's go back over through here. Let's aim up through here, shoot all the way up the tunnel. Let's turn on... Actually, let's not turn on the trident killers. Now, I can't see nothing at this point. I can't. All those guys should be dead. We shouldn't get anything down there. The goat farm should be operational, but we can't see this. So let's log out of here. Let's put on our entity pack, because we have an old school pack here that we have had for ages that allows us to see entities through walls, which is currently not an active pack. So let's go down here to my packs. Let's turn on the X-ray. We used to use this pack, if you're curious and you've never seen it before. We used to use this one before we had mob despawning in Bedrock Edition, because it was a good way to see where mobs, just didn't belong, because they wouldn't despawn. So you'd have to go hunt them out of caves and deal with them. So if we turn that on and we take a look up this way, we do have a few pigmen up here that looks like they're in trident killers. Now that guy there concerns me. So let's flip this on. The light's off, the trident killer should be on, and look at that. We got pigmen spawning, we got pigmen going into the proper spots, except for that one. Where are you at? Look at this. Look at the pigmen spawning immediately. In, down, and into the trident killers. That one right there, that one really bothers me. There's something wrong with one of these levels. Where are these guys at? There's something seriously wrong in one of these spots. What is going on this side? Look, all those are spawning. They're immediately going over into the drop chutes. Boom, into the trident killers. Except for those. The problem's going to be trying to get up there without getting our faces murdificated, because they're going to be aggroed at us. So let's flip that off. Where are these guys at? This is going to represent a small problem that we're going to have to address. So let's grab some stuff. Let's grab some glass. Let's grab some buttons. Let's grab some carpet. And we've got to figure out where this is. This is not going to be a challenge at all. So let's just come up here and land. You're all on this level? Why are you all just chilling on this level? Okay. Do you not have a trap door? Do you not have a trap door? Please do not get angry at me at this moment in time, because I am wearing a elytra and a golden helmet. You all do not have a trap door. Okay. Okay, so let's put this here. Let's go get a trap door and see if we can solve that problem, because just that one thing off on this whole farm would break everything. Hello, trapdoor, my old friend. Slack needs to use you again. Those are regular doors there. You know what? I'm not going to say nothing about using a different trapdoor here. We're not going to say that we're using a different trapdoor here from the rest of the farm. So it's just one of those things we're not even going to question at this point in time. So if I come over here and I grab this, can I, this is going to be a real pain to do. If I do that and then do that, and that. Now you pathfind over and into the trident killer. Good. Maybe that was our only problem. So let's eliminate all of this. Let's dip back down here. That's not where I wanted to end up, but it's close enough. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go in here and let's fill in the glass that's been broken in here. A boom and a boom. Could have swore I just heard a very angry pigman. That's the only thing that makes me leery about this farm is angry pigmen, because they will just, destroy my face. Let's turn that back on. All of our trident killers should now start working again. Let's also close this off. Grab our sword. Where did you spawn? I spawn-proofed everything out there. Apparently you missed a block. Apparently I did. All right, let's make sure that all of our pigmen are going into the trident killers. We do not want one of these guys missing at all. Yeah, as far as skips go, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'd say we don't have much in the way of skips going on here. Now, of course, we have had a couple minor issues with this farm, aka pigmen spawning in spots where they absolutely should not have spawned in no way possible, and breaking eggs. It absolutely makes no sense. But look at this. We have got a lot of gold out of this thing so far. We've got enough that I've done run the blast furnaces out of fuel here, and if we come over here and take a look inside this shulker box here, we've got quite a few blocks of gold as well. So that'll come in handy when we do upgrades to our barter farm, so that we can get all the blackstone we need to work on that road out there and get it all sorted out. But that, ladies and gentlemen and people of the universe, is going to be in the next episode, because this episode here is now done. So if you've enjoyed today's episode on Truly Bedrock here, make sure to drop a like down below. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. But on that note, that's where we're going to call it, and I will catch all of you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.